with software development comes great challenging problems. Um, yeah, problems that we've probably already solved before, but when we do occur 'em again, we have to make a decision on to actually solve the problem again, or actually create a pattern, a solution that we can use over and over again in any type of application where this problem occurs. This is where design patterns come in. Their aim is to present solutions for decoupling objects or modules and reducing the overall complexity of your architecture. Now, if you're in school, you might have heard of the professor say Ginga 4 or GOF. I'm laughing because when I was in college, the professor wrote down GOF, and I always said GOF. I'm like, what the hell is GOF? Or GOF or GOF? I don't even know, but I always pronounce it that way, and sooner or later I figured it was a gang of 4. But the gang of 4, they wrote a book called Design Patterns, Elements of Reusable Object-Oriented Software. It was published in 1994, and this is where most people say that the origin of design patterns in computer science came about. The book had 4 authors, and these 4 authors are most commonly referred as the gang of 4. There you go. That's where you got the gang of 4. Why do I bring up this book? It's because in this book, they provided a clear definition of software design patterns and outlined their required parts. Each pattern must have a name. The name describes the problem and the solution in only a couple of words. The problem must also be clearly stated. It describes when the pattern should be used as well. The solution must be clearly diagrammed and documented, and all design patterns must define consequences or trade-offs when using them. Obviously, when you use a design pattern, there are trade-offs, why you're using them, and what can go wrong about them. Or not really wrong, but what you're trading off. Like, I guess you're trading off memory or speed or something in those kind of lines. So the Gang of 4 patterns refer to the original 23 classic software design patterns that are defined in the book. These patterns were broken down into 3 categories: creational, structural, and behavior design patterns. Creational design patterns have to do with class instantiation, the creation of object instances in our application. Structured design patterns have to do with the way objects are composed or put together, and behavior design patterns define how objects interact with one another. So you might have heard of some of these design patterns, which were like for creational: abstract, factory, the builder, prototype, singleton. Those are the most common ones that we know of. I'm pretty sure that mostly everybody knows about those. But like for structural and behavior, structural has patterns such as like adapter, bridge, composite, flyweight, proxy. Behavior has patterns such as chain of responsibility, command, interpreter, observer, state, strategy. I mean, it goes on and on. But we are going to be taking 13 of these 23, the most common ones that we should know and use in our development or in our code when we're developing software. And this is what this series is going to be about. Just resolving or wrapping our heads around these 13 design patterns that we're going to come up with. Not come up with, but overview them at least. So we're going to go over the singleton, the prototype, the factory, builder, adapter, proxy, composite, decorator, chain of responsibility, command pattern, the iterator, observer pattern, strategy pattern. I think those are 13. I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty sure those are. We're going to be going over those. I don't even know if those 13, but the ones I just said, I will list them in the video and also in the description. But those are the ones we're going to be going over in this video, or in this series of videos. And yeah, let me think of, if you have any more design patterns that you want me to go over, just list them down in the description. I know not that many people do design patterns on YouTube. I don't think so. Or they're hard to understand. So I hope these videos are very helpful for you guys, especially if you're in a college where this actually does matter. I mean, it matters in real life, but you're gonna stress over it in college as well. So stay tuned, guys. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel to stay up to date on the latest videos that I create, and also leave down comments down below on, you know, design patterns that you want me to do. I've already said that, but really, guys, if you do want me to go over some design patterns that I did not list, then by all means, go for it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.